Welcome back. You won, and welcome back. Oh, what are you eating on today?
This is made some noodles with spicy sausage and ground beef.
There you go.
Threw some cheese in that bitch.
There we go. That's the way we start the pod every week. JB snacking on some snacks.
It's dinner.
Uh,
Shit.
whatever. Snacks, dinner. Whatever you
Mm-mm.
eating. You eat when we starting, you eating.
That's a fact.
This week we have lost our good buddy Tim.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to a real one out there.
R.I.P.
No. So check in next week. Maybe we'll have the obituary for him. Never know. How was your week, buddy? What's going on?
Um, week was wild. So my coworker made a toxic workplace um complaint for my area, right? And I'm
Damn,
like,
bro.
oh shit. What did we do? What did I do? I say a lot of wild shit.
Yeah, bro, you toxic over there.
And I'm
He's
very
gonna
loud.
come in there filming.
I'm very loud. So because I don't give a fuck. I don't, you know what I mean, I feel like you can't get me for nothing. And then little did I know. But anyway, so they called me to HR. They called a couple people before me, but they called me to HR. Motherfucker started asking me some questions about some shit that happened 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. I said, oh, you know
And
me,
he's
I don't believe
long plotting.
you know me, I don't believe in time. So I don't know how long ago that really was, or whatever incident you really about to ask me. You know what I
It
mean?
could have been like yesterday.
Well, no, the HR said it happened 6 months, happened June or July.
Yeah,
So
but you
maybe
don't
not
believe
six
in
months ago.
time, so that could have been yesterday for you. But I digress. Keep going.
Yeah. So she started asking me questions about some shit. And I'm like, she's like, has anybody ever called anybody the B word or anything of those? I'm like,
This is a lady.
yeah, it's a lady HR.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm
That
like,
well, is the person who put like the complaint in a lady?
no. It's just like that was just what caught me as far as what I'm just gonna remember is because my HR lady said B word instead of bitch. So that's just what like she said other things in that phrase of things, but the B word is the one that stood out to me because I'm like, bitch, we're both adults here. But whatever.
Yeah, we can use
Um,
adult language.
right. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh nah, there was a time where motherfucker said something and it was a little egregious because the person that said it was about to get their ass beat. And that's the only reason I really remember it. Like, and that's what it was. It was a fucking problem. That motherfucker was about
Somebody
to get.
was being a bitch, and someone
No,
got called a bitch.
no.
No,
Somebody wasn't being a bitch, but somebody started bitching, calling that person a bitch, and that person had full right to complain about what he was complaining. They wanted him to do a 2-man job, and he's like, I'm not doing a 2-man job by myself. So then this other person was like, oh, he's a bitch and X, Y, and Z. There were some other words and
it would be
stuff said.
hilarious if your HR lady was like, "Did
Um,
somebody say B word, A word, N word?"
oh, I mean, she definitely said that, but so I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. She was like, oh yeah, who was all around? So I told her who was all around. I'm like, you know what I mean? Because I don't really remember shit, but I remember who was around, like, and I remember that time. And she was like, oh, has anybody ever used like homosexual language or whatever? And I'm like, I mean,
I mean, this
no.
guy's at the workplace, and
Right. So I'm thinking,
we wouldn't do any of that.
I'm like, literally, me and my gay coworker joke about gay shit. So like, no, nobody says anything downstairs like that. No.
Nobody would ever do that. We wouldn't be talking about no gay shit.
So then she was like, was there ever an incident between these two people? And I was like, oh yeah. There was something back. I don't know how long ago it was. It might have been like 2 years ago, but I don't. Yeah, but that's whatever. Like they had, you know what I mean,
Did you
squashed
tell
that.
your
Like
HR lady that like time is a construct and you don't believe in it?
no,
'Cause that'd be pretty funny.
then why? No, I was just trying to make sure none of this shit was about me. So
I actually don't
um,
believe in time. I believe it's a construct of our
but
imagination. I believe we're in a simulation.
I had told her I was like, you know what I mean, like, I don't really know the intent behind shit. Motherfuckers squash that shit. Like that was a while ago, whatever. She was like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you. This gives credence to whatever the motherfucker was talking about. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So then she go call a couple other motherfuckers around, whatever. And I don't know whatever ended up happening because they did call the person that was guilty, I guess, if that's the word, into the HR office, but they still working. So maybe they won't get talked to.
You're
Later.
on probation.
I
We
don't
heard
know,
that you
but,
used gay slurs.
No, it's not even. I don't even. I mean, they might have at that point. I wasn't necessarily there for that interaction.
You're
I
on
just
thin ice, buddy.
I had
You
just
in
told
a
her.
toxic work relationship.
I remember hearing about them two motherfuckers getting into it, but I didn't know what was said between them. Like you know what I mean. So
It don't matter.
So then yesterday, motherfucker, I look on the board. We got a letter from OSHA. I say, God damn. One of my coworkers called OSHA talking about, yo, this shit's dirty. There's a rat infestation and all this other shit. And we got till October 25th to get that shit under control. But they're gonna send a nigga out there. Oh, I know exactly who did this. 100%. It's the same person that did the claim. I was like, this nigga's a savage.
He said, if I'm going down, everybody's shutting down. So the whole job shutting down. We ain't gonna have no pools.
So we had pest control in here today.
Clean it up.
Like, nah, they was like, look, you can put some traps here, we can put some shit here, and do. But like that shit is bad though, bro. Like every time after like 3 o'clock, when this one nigga leave his section, I always see mice running back and forth between like not from his area, but like through his joint. You know what I mean? So like, I don't like that shit. Mice be in the fucking vending machine eating the cookies and shit. Should be drawing. Yeah, shit do be drawing. Like it do need to be handled. Shit draw.
I don't think OSHA controls mice though. I mean,
not control mice, but they. You know what I mean? Clearly, it is a violation. Yeah, that's what it is. It is an OSHA violation. So, yeah, I was like, "Ooh, I love this. This is fun. This is fine."
Yes, that's pretty wild.
I got a free vape from a stranger because he saw me vaping.
And you just took it from him? Is this like a cannabis?
Well, yeah, no, he asked me about what it is. He was like,
"Is this like was it open, unopened?"
No, it was open. It was smoke.
You just taking this dude could have fucking squades, bro.
This joint right here.
You can't see it because it's green.
Joint. This joint right
here. You're a crazy bull. So like,
bro, it was right on time because look, I was my other mint vape was dying. Like it's like 5% juice left. So I'm like, damn, like I can't wait till I get paid again. I'm gonna go buy me like 2 of them joints to whoop. So then I'm outside and niggas like, yo, I see you smoking a vape. Somebody left this shit in my car. You want this? I'm like, oh, all right, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I was just sitting outside of work. And I go look at it. I'm like, oh shit, the John Green mint. Cool mint. I wanted a fucking mint vape. God, it's shining.
Do you know you don't even know this person at all?
What do you know, bull? Yo, don't care.
You just making out with them.
Popping on this joint right there.
You are wild bull.
Don't give a fuck. I needed to do the fuck God shining out on me.
Bro, that is insane. That you just like, nah, yeah, bro, it's cool. It's cool. It's mint. I needed mint. Good looking out.
If it wasn't mint, I probably wouldn't even have this drink.
I could have had it. You could have Hep C, but it's cool.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. It did cross my mind, like, what if I could get a disease from this? But I can't get a disease from that.
Yes, you can.
No, you don't. You can't. Don't work like that. No, you can't. Don't work.
What do you mean? Don't work like that?
Bro, you just wipe it off.
That's not how that works.
That is how that works.
Lysol wipes do it or something?
Nah, bro. You just fucking wipe it off.
Wiped it off with your shoulder? With your hoodie? Yeah. Bro, that's not how that works, bro. How are you still alive? Bro, you practically just made out with a stranger. Because you wiped it off. You're like, nah, it's cool.
Bro, you know how many times I've smoked blunts with strangers and shit's just like it's life. Like,
yeah, it's different. I mean, granted, that at the same time, like if some bull has like a fucking herp fucking
let's go
thing on his mouth, then you get fucking hit with that.
He was safe, sucking dicks.
I was gonna say I don't have no update on the score, but yeah, bro, that's insane. What are you doing?
1 man on third. Let's go. What?
You're a crazy wild bull. Yeah, I haven't had anything. You're wild. Sharing vapes with complete and utter strangers. Jesus Christ, you're playing with your life, kid.
Oh, you're funny.
Yeah, I haven't had anything crazy happen for this week. I mean, the dildos made a comeback. Dildos were back this week.
The who?
So
Oh, the
remember
dildos
last
at
week I
work.
was telling you
Jesus
there was
Christ.
there was dildos
Yes.
walking around to work.
Yeah.
So today, I had we'll sometimes fix wheels for this outside company that one of our old service providers. Remember Pete?
Yeah, Pete.
So Pete's boys at fucking this other shop fucked up this wheel in this car, right? So then they
Pete
brought it
fucked up.
over. Yeah, Pete fucked up. So then they brought it down, and then the girl who had the dildo had brought it brought the wheel down, and then she was like, "Yo, can you fix this?" And I fixed it, right? But it wasn't all the way dry yet. So when they come picked it up, because they dropped it off at like 12, and they tried to come pick it up by like 3. I went to lunch at 12. I came back. I started painting it at 1. So I got it done in probably like 2:30-ish, but I was trying to get it dry with a UV lamp or whatever. So she comes down to pick it up, and
Right.
she comes down. She's like, "Yo, I'm trying to." She's like, she has her hand in her jacket, right? And I'm like, "Fuck you doing?"
Right.
And she's like, "I'm trying to find a place to put this." And she pulls out the giant white dildo, and I'm like, "Bro, I don't want that shit. Don't bring it down here. I don't want that." So she was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to stuff it into the wheel somewhere, so that way I can send it to this other shop."
Jesus
So that way
Christ.
they open it up and it's just a dildo stuck in this wheel.
She's A1 for that.
Yeah, that was
Goddamn.
fucking hilarious.
I would call HR just to, I need a check, fam.
Bro, I was holding it up and she just fucking straight up just fucking bonk put that thing right in the middle of it. Just
Did you
then
touch
she
it?
carried it up to huh?
Did you touch it?
No, I didn't touch it, but
Why
she
not?
washed it.
How do you
Why didn't
know?
I not touch the dildo?
How do you know she didn't? How do you know she washed it? You watch it?
Because I saw it dirty. It was filthy when before. I have pictures of it on some dude's hood.
So
and
why
it
do you
was
think she
fucking
washed it? You think she
disgust-
used it?
I hope not.
Why?
Bro,
She
if that
washed
was-
it.
Well, I would hope that she washed it first. She didn't
Oh,
clean it
interesting.
with, juices. Like that'd be pretty wild.
Yeah, that'd be disgusting.
Oil
Does she
and
look-
grease and dirt.
Does she
just
look
being
like that
used.
type of chick to like lube her
I
pussy
don't
with
think
like
so.
oil? No? All right. Good.
I mean, she works in the car industry. You never know. Car chicks are wild. So, but we did all make jokes that she probably took that joint home and used it. So, but shout out to her for sending the dildo. And it didn't come back because they brought the wheel back because somebody over there decided to fucking put their hand right where it was painted. So it just they just fucking mushed all the paint right off, put their fingerprints right in it. I was like, son of a bitch. So now I have to fucking redo it again on Monday.
Hey.
That's fucking fun. Yeah. So, but I had a feeling that was probably going to happen because it wasn't all the way dry when I gave it back to him. So, woo! But yeah, dildos made a comeback. Dildo's now back out of here, I guess, I assume, unless they got stuck to somebody else's car. So hopefully that dildo has a long, illustrious life of traveling the streets, No longer will it plague the Muslim man that works at my job.
I would call my fucking lawyer.
What if a dildo gets stuck to your hood?
Oh my god, bro! At
what
work?
If you drove like all the way home, bro?
At
what if
work? Oh my god!
What if you didn't even know it was there though? What if you got all the way back to the
bro,
crib?
the fact that I even know that this is a thing.
You better watch out, bro.
Like at my job.
Actually, this has been an ongoing thing for the last like couple months from what I found out. Like there's been dick valve stem caps that have been running around. There's been little candy dicks that have been running around. There's been all sorts of dicks. All sorts of dicks been flying around in the workplace.
Lawyer so fast to get a check, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, I wish somebody would. I don't get the
motherfucker, could be you
dropping dicks ever. It could be me. Who knows?
You don't want to check. You want to sit here and live in poverty.
I'm not fucking just. I don't have any video. I don't have any dicks that be coming my way.
Man, she just put a dick in your face today. That was
It
literally the
wasn't in my
story you
face.
just told.
Oh yeah, but it
Put
was
this
like, you know,
dick
it
in
was
your
for a good
face.
guy. I'm always there for a good laugh. All right.
Oh
If
my
I
god!
can send a dick to Pete, I'm gonna send a
Look,
dick to Pete.
look, when your
This is
kids,
now a multi-company joke.
when your kids starving,
We're now making sexual harassment at multiple companies. This is a good gag.
when your kid's hungry, looking at you talking about why don't we have no food? Just think
I
back to
won't
this
always have
moment.
food.
Think back to this
We'll
moment
always
when
have
you
food.
could have had a check and could have been.
If they ever
living
even
pretty
attempt to
fucking
fire
good.
me, I will just pull out photos of dildos on cars and be like, "What's going on here?" It'd be a real shame if they found any of this.
Just to
I'm gonna
keep
need
the
a raise.
job. You're crazy. I'm taking them down. This is gonna be fucking. I don't know your last name, but K and whatever fucking BMW.
I'm so glad that we've been friends for so long. I'm so glad that we plan on going on business ventures. Lawyers come up to you doing, so what do you know about Kyle? I don't know his last name. You guys have multiple businesses?
I don't
Yeah,
know
that
it
sounds
right now at this second.
And you'll never know it at this point.
I'm sure I'll remember it eventually.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Not unless you fucking, not unless the lawyers are coming down on you. So,
Yeah, you heard what happened to DJ Envy?
No, did Rick Ross come down on him or something? I know he was beefing
Nah,
with
he
Ross for a minute.
He might be part of this real estate RICO case.
Ooh, selling real estate to gang members?
No, honestly, I don't know
No,
much about it.
sure. Yeah, how does
But it's not about gangs. RICO is just a organized crime charge.
yeah, racketeer influencing corrupt organization.
Yeah, but I think they were buying houses from people. I don't know. They scammed him and his homies scammed a bunch of people out of a fuck ton of money with their houses.
Well, that sounds about right. There was probably some real estate, like fucking somebody was putting houses under contract and scamming people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars for fucking trying to lowball houses for people who didn't understand. Probably some kind of shit like that, but who knows?
Yeah, they
I mean, if a person agrees to like, hey, like, can you like, would you like to sell your house for this amount of money, and then like they take that deal, that's on them. I mean,
I mean, I don't know. You say that, but the feds say differently. Because they got his homie yes 2 days ago, maybe Wednesday.
I mean, if it's like a licensed real estate agent, because like you don't need to be a agent to wholesale.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, the feds
Yeah,
don't come and knock in if you're like everything you're talking about. Clearly, they're not doing or do. You know what I mean? The feds have arrested his homie. They raided iHeartRadio and took a bunch of laptops and shit. Like,
I hate when news sites just put like a video up and they don't like write any
stuffs.
Yeah, any like article about it. DJ Envy's ex-business partner busted by the feds over alleged real estate Ponzi scheme. DJ Envy's former business partner, Cesar Humberto Pina, a New Jersey real estate investor and online influencer, was arrested on charges related to a multi-million-dollar Ponzi-like investment fraud scheme on Wednesday, according to the U.S. Attorney Philip R. Sillinger. Pina, who now grappling with wire fraud charges, was released on a $1 million secured bail bond, subject to electronic monitoring after his appearance before U.S. Magistrate Judge Edwards S. Klein in Newark Federal Court. The gravity of the allegations against Pina is profound. He's believed to have utilized his celebrity status and vast social media outrage to ensnare potential victims. Pina allegedly swindled dozens of individuals out of millions of dollars by promising returns that seemed implausibly high. Pina allegedly, in collaboration with DJ Envy, orchestrated real estate seminars across the U.S. The seminar, combined with self-promotion and strategic marketing, bolstered Pina's social media following, where he amassed more than 300,000 followers. Pina began courting investments for alleged real estate ventures in New Jersey and other regions in 2017. He frequently dangled the carrot of returns between 20 and 45%, with all within a short span of 5 months. Leading up to 2020, leading up to 2020, you definitely could have made that easily. However, instead of channeling the funds as pledged, Pina is accused of orchestrating a Ponzi-like scheme, misappropriating new investments to clear previous debts, and funneling funds for personal expenses. Plain and simple, the defendants ran a fraudulent scheme. Tammy Tomlins, special agent in charge of IRS Criminal Investigation Newark Field Office, said they falsely represented the nature of their businesses and lied about potential investment returns. In bilk unsuspecting victims out of millions. Today's arrest highlights IRS criminal investigation and our law enforcement partners commitment to investigate and prosecute unlawful behavior. DJ Envy has been inextricably linked to Pina due to their joint real estate seminars and has cleared the air to proclaim his innocence. And really, he was also victimized. Let me explain something. This is quote DJ Envy said during a segment of The Breakfast Club. My attorneys don't want me to speak, but I think there are things that I can need to clear up a little bit. Caesar and myself did seminars. Now Caesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know, but I do understand how people feel if they did give him money, because I gave him a lot of money that I didn't see a dollar of returned. But for anybody I say I was involved, it was totally not true. I would never. I've been on radio close to 30 years, and I never in my 30 years time did I do nothing but try to uplift people and show people a different way through the business mind. And I would never take a dollar from somebody. End quote. The wire fraud charges confronting Pina carries a potential penalty of 20 years in prison, a substantial fine. The investigation was a joint venture involving several agencies, including the IRS, FBI, and the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. Pina seemed surprised by the charges in a post to his Instagram stories, they forgot a T, where he simply tapped his head and made a facial expression that seemed to convey shock.
Yeah, niggas ain't never shocked when the feds come.
Look at this. Who?
What did they do?
I think that's the end of the article.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it, but I could also just see it as being
like there's a reason why your lawyers be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up," and then when you be like, "I'm gonna come out with a statement,"
come out and say with a statement of being like, "Oh, I didn't take any money," or like, "I don't know anything about it." Like,
no, because just because you think you making a great statement, you go to court. Oh, you made this statement publicly. Well, look, boom, we have something to counteract that. Like, it happens all the fucking time. I watch court cases. Shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, 100%. But people just don't know how to do that.
And them niggas usually get hemmed up because they be making public statements. Like, nah, hold on, I'm gonna just say some real shit. Like, yo, it's gonna be real innocent. All right, dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he gets caught like knowing, like, yo, you definitely did know about this, and they connected some, then yeah, he's dumb for that.
Like, yeah.
But I mean, I can understand like the need for like people to be like, yo, what's going on about it? Like, you need to.
Only thing I'm saying is my lawyers advised me not to talk about it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that would be the
like,
the real fucking way to deal with it.
Or no question, plead the fifth. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut the fuck up. That's because you've been on the radio for 30 years. Y'all shut the fuck up.
Would you rather have a Will Smith and Jada relationship or Krishan and Blueface relationship?
Well, Krishan and Blueface ain't together, so
I know, but like
how they worded, how it was.
Yeah.
It's a wild relationship. I'd probably take Will, of course.
So you would rather be separated than have to deal with all this public bullshit of your girl getting banged down than saying that the gangster that she was with back in the fucking 80s was her soulmate.
Not a gangster. I mean, and
I'd throw quotations on that.
I don't have an issue with the soulmate thing because people just have a connotation about soulmate, like, oh, it has to be a romantic thing. I don't believe that. I believe you could have a soulmate in many different things. Like, so that doesn't bother me. Like, they could have very well just been soulmates on a whole different level. Like, she even said, like, I wasn't trying to fuck that nigga. Like, it wasn't that type of joint for them. So, like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, so you telling me, if I'm Will, I don't even have to put up with it. Like, I'm out here living my life, fucking all the bitches that I want on the low, which perfect. What? Niggas ain't even coming to me for quotes. Like, when was the last time you saw a nigga run up on Will at a restaurant, be like, Will, how do you feel about Jada? Talk about that. Don't happen to Will. Will doing his. Give me Will and Jada. Y'all want to talk about Will. The public want Will to speak. Like, I'm chilling.
I just saw the post somewhere, and then like I just saw a picture of Krishan, so that made me think of it. But like, yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. Because like, granted, like you have to deal with the bullshit of the public stuff, like the internet pretty much scrutinize you or whatever. But that doesn't really matter anyways. Like none of that
I don't gotta
matters at all. And like, you're still Will Smith. You still had a successful movie career. You raised your fucking kids with the lady or whatever. So, like, even if you think he's acting?
Yeah,
you think like the whole acting, like the whole thing of like him being like sad about it, and then like I gotta act tough for like my wife's sake at the Golden Globes or whatever the fuck kind of award show it was that he won the award.
No, I don't think. I think he still got love for her. So I think at least the whole smacking Chris, I think that was, I mean, because of the past, and then the joke.
So you think that even though he's still probably busting down chicks like Margot Robbie and then like other chicks, that he would still have? I mean, I guess it is still the mother of your children. So, well, no, because her son's not Jada's kid, right? Who's Will Smith's oldest son?
It's not with Jada.
It's not Jada's. So who's
some rando? I mean, she's not a rando, but she's a rando. She's not an actress. I don't know. Give me down. Oh God. Hey, ended the inning. Let's go. But yeah, give me that. Brad Blueface shit.
Yeah, and then fuck dealing with that other bull. Like, fuck dealing with Krishan's bullshit. Fuck that bitch.
Now, to be fair though, he did that to her. So
Blueface?
Yeah, he turned her into that. So
yeah, I mean that's 100% him, but like she came apparently she was like from like a wealthy family and like had good school. And like
she was a track star. Well, I don't know star, but she was a track giant.
Yeah, so she was. I mean, granted, she might not have gotten a scholarship or whatever.
Like I seen her when she was in college running. I was like, yo, who's this little bad joint? She was bad. And then next time I know she was in Cali. I was like, oh, that's where she from Baltimore. Oh, all right. And then she went. I think she went to college out that joint. And then next thing you know, Blueface. I was like, oh, that shit downhill.
Yeah, but didn't Blueface come from like an okay family as well?
I don't know. He said he was back and forth between his mom and his dad. Like he was decent at football, so like he was bounced between like high schools and shit. He was just on Adam 22 talking about this shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you choose the street life, you choose the street life. I mean, well, not street life, but like if you choose to be like to act the role of the fucking
Like if you've seen his mom, then I don't. She wasn't well off.
Oh, I mean, that might be true, but I don't know. I just thought about it. Yeah, since you never had, you didn't have older brothers, right?
But not,
You're an only, yeah, you were an only child.
yeah.
So, who introduced you to porn?
I did.
You just found it?
Yeah.
You never had like a homie that was like, yo, look at this shit.
Mm-mm.
How old were you when you found porn?
Oh, I couldn't tell you, but I want to say it was in the VCR. So like this was when the time when you would go stand for the bus. So maybe middle school, maybe end of elementary school. I don't know, around that time. Yeah, middle school. Yeah, because I got to walk across the street. Yeah, middle school. It was in the VCR. So like I will get up early in the morning. I like to like make breakfast and shit. And I like to get on my mom's little bicycle joint. And I had seen the tape in the joint, but I ain't labeled to it nothing. I just pushed it on. I was like, oh, what's this? And I'll never forget this joint. This was my favorite joint.
It was an instant hit from the second you hit play.
100%, bro. 100%.
Can you give us a
yeah. So is this lady acting like she was a
white, black? What are we going?
A white lady. She was acting like she was a late night radio host, right? Like the DJ, right? So she's in the booth, she's in the studio by herself, and so she wants the callers to call in with some sexy stories, right? So she put on some music, she start touching herself or whatever. And I'm like, hell yeah. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. So then somebody calls in, and then they go to their scene and they tell their sex story, and whatever. But like it always goes back to this lady fucking herself like while she's listening to the stories. And that's the part that I really enjoyed.
Was it doing like flashbacks, or was like the chick in the radio, she was just going ham on herself like while listening to the stories?
While listening to the story. It's like kind of like, oh, this is also happening while this reenact. You know what I mean? Like
so they were doing the reenactment like a flashback kind of deal to the stories that they were telling over the radio?
Yeah. Okay. So it's like the person telling the story, but they're now.
And then it would flash to the girl. She's still in the chair, just fucking flicking the bean.
She would be moving. She would start in the chair, and then she ended on the fucking like desk in that joint, and she was just full spread, just fucking. Bro, she ended up getting this white dildo. Bro, I'll never
just strumming the fucking guitar.
She was bad. Like this was old porn too. So like she was bad.
No Bush. It had to be Bush. It was fucking,
it wasn't. There was hair, but it wasn't like Bush. There wasn't on the lips like you got full pussy look. Like she probably had like the shit.
Yeah, on the top
front. Yeah. Wow, bad, bad. First joint, and then I found another tape. Once I understood what was happening, I'm like, oh, there gotta be more to this. So then I go in my dad's little fucking VHS cabinet. I'm like, treasure trove. And then there was another joint I found, and it was just like all lesbian porn. I was like, oh, it's fire.
Wow, so you just stumbled upon your dad's fucking grail of porn, huh?
Yeah. And then I upgraded to the computer. And then I was the one more or less like show motherfuckers. Like my homies did show me about the channel, whatever them channels was, where you had to look between the lines and maybe catch some shit. Like my homies.
Was this before or like after the video?
That was after.
This is when they discovered. They were like, "Yo, Jay, I gotta turn."
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yo, you can fucking see a titty, possibly.
That was a fucking because I was thinking about it, and like, I don't know how I got onto the conversation. I think I heard it somewhere on a podcast or whatever, but because I remember the channel or whatever, but like then I was gonna ask you if you became the dude who was like, "Yo, y'all need to fucking sit down and fucking check some of this shit out. This is nuts. I don't know what y'all know about this, but these titties and ass, yo, this shit's sick." But I remember when I always had like, I didn't have older siblings or older brothers or anything like that, but I always had like older friends. So like my neighbor, he was always a couple years older than me. He was probably like 2 years older than me, and like we kind of grew up as young bucks. So, and then there was another kid that like he moved in. He was a Russian kid that moved in up the street. But me and him became friends, like because we ride the bus, we sit at the bus stop together. So we all kind of became friends and shit. And then probably when I was in like 3rd grade, right? They were in 5th grade. So that's when like one of them found like one of their pops like magazines or something like that. And then like
I remember the magazine time.
Then like we were sitting at the bus stop one time where it fucking hit it like next to a tree underneath some leaves and shit. 'Cause, you know, kids think they slick and nobody's gonna find it over here. Nobody does yard work during the school days. So like that was like the first one was like a Hustler magazine of like seeing like chicks in like lingerie and shit. And I'm in 3rd grade, so I'm like, yeah, this shit's cool, but like I don't know. I don't know what to do with any of that right now. I'm in 3rd grade, bro. I'm not even thinking about shit. So then like when like probably like months and shit later, like once computers and shit come out, like my homie next door had a computer, right? So then he comes like he's like I go over there during a summer day or whatever. No parents are home. We're getting watched by his grandma, right? So he goes like, "Yo, I gotta show you something." Right?
Oh, God.
Takes me down to the fucking basement, right? This little boiler room where it's like a big corner desk. And it's just like this fucking computer. Slow ass DSL. Fucking grandma picks up the phone, it's a fucking rap, right?
Right.
So he goes types in the fucking computer, right? Takes us to bangbus.com, bro.
Oh man.
Fucking just start, and then it's just a treasure trove of us fucking sitting there just clicking, just being like, bro, look at this shit. And my fucking jaw just on the ground. I'm like,
what grade is this?
Bro, I'm in like 4th grade at the time.
Oh man, so that's the first. All right, so when was the first time you saw a pussy in person?
In person? No, it was much later than that. It was high school.
Oh, okay.
Because then I had fucking treasure troves of the shit, bro. We were going in, we were just printing shit out. There was just printed out pussy everywhere.
Bro, I seen one in
so.
What's how old are you when you be going to I was in pre-K, essentially, not pre-K. Maybe what's the joint where you be going to school? Maybe I was in kindergarten.
Being pussy.
Yeah.
What?
My thing.
Bro, you got muted, but Jesus Christ, bro, that's some wild shit.
Yo, look,
that's some scarring shit, bro.
I'll never forget this shit.
Was this an adult? This is an adult pussy?
No.
Oh, no. Bro, this is wild.
Oh my God, bro, this
you're
was
in
wild.
Pre-K. You're a 4-year-old, bro.
Bro, so look,
this is before kindergarten.
So
this is when you had nap time.
No, we might have been. Yeah, we did have nap time, but this was kindergarten because we had half a days. So you know, we went in the morning and then we went to daycare.
That's PK.
Well, we had
that's preschool. I'm pretty sure.
Know. You'll find out.
I'm pretty sure kindergarten was whole. I don't remember. That's a long time ago, dog.
Yeah, it was.
It's all 25 plus years.
Kindergarten, at least for me, I'm pretty sure. I was at Indian Lane. But anyway, so
you were saying pussies a fucking different.
So me and my homie Kyle, who shout out Kyle.
You got muted again. Hold on.
Shout out my nigga Kyle. Different Kyle. He's still my nigga. But like me and him, like we was real cool, right? So these two girls, shout out to them, I'm not gonna say their name. They wanted to be like in the group, right? Like they wanted to be like our friends. All right, fine.
He was like, take your pants off.
So,
bro,
look, so it's nap time, right? Lights out, boom. They come over, they're like, what do we got to do or some shit like that? And he says, like, I want to see your vagina or something like that. So both of these chicks fucking pull their shit. Bro, I'll never forget that shit. Fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Oh God, it was disgusting, my nigga.
Yeah, as they pulled off their diapers, bro.
Bro, no, look, so oh my God, bro. So this was like before, I guess, like this one chick scarred me for years, bro. Until I seen the video.
Seen some
Like that's when
coochie, some real coochie videos.
that's when I knew. I was like, oh yeah, this is not what I seen years ago. But now, so like I guess she didn't know how to wipe or whatever the fuck, but like,
Well,
bro,
yeah, she's like 4, bro.
bro, I
Just
don't know
shit in her pants. Would she just?
Nah, it was like dry. It
Pants.
was like dry piss,
Hey,
like
bro.
flakes, bro. She was nasty as shit. I ain't never
Bro,
seen some
y'all
shit
were
like that.
wild
I ain't
young
never seen some
bulls.
shit like that, bro.
You're not supposed to see some shit like that at that age, bro.
I didn't
That's
necessarily want to. I
insane.
didn't ask for that, but homie asked for that, and I'm just like, I don't even
Bro,
know
your
what you
homie is a
asking for.
your
Oh, he's a
homie is a
savage. Oh,
wild
he's a
bull.
savage, bro. All through our schooling career, like especially in high school, this nigga got me fucking caught up so many times with like school sexual harassment charges just because like I be with this nigga and he do some wild shit. Like, bro, this nigga. Shout out to him though. That's my guy.
Holy shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's a
wild.
wild. Yeah. He's
I
still
thought
a
it was gonna
wild
be
nigga too.
I thought it would be wild to tell you that we had like printed out pages of Google searches of
No.
chicks in a treehouse. I was just sort of like I was thinking about it wildly. I was just like, yeah, like, but it was definitely super wild to be a young bull just watching porn with a homie in the basement.
Oh, that
Like,
is wild.
definitely just crazy. Like, granted, there was no jerking off going on or whatever
Yeah,
like
but
that,
still.
but there was some crazy ass videos because those Bang Bus videos, they would just like throw the chick out. Like,
Yeah.
I always remember this one where they like picked up this chick. She had crutches and like had a boot on her leg.
Dog, what?
Yeah, bro. And then they busted it down, and then like once it was over, they just threw all of her clothes and threw the crutches and just threw her out the bus.
Holy shit. Dog,
And
they was
just
real
drove
savages
away.
back then. Holy shit.
That was back before the bus had any names on the ceiling of it or anything.
Oh my god.
And I remember just being the bull, being like, yo, y'all need to see some of this shit. Because I remember my dad had that fucking little box thing too that like would bring like you would like. I remember being fucking a young bull like in like middle, not even it was in like 4th or 5th grade, right? And like one day I was waiting for the bus or whatever. I'm up in the morning, he'd already gone to work, so there's nobody in the crib. And then I'm just like flipping through the channels, and then I'm seeing like there's a couple in a nature walk, but there's such weird music playing, right? And then next thing you know, some dude's eating a chick up against a tree and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Hell yeah.
I'm like, yo, they got this on the TV. This is nuts.
Hell yeah.
That shit was lit back in the day. Having that little box, and then you'd have the crazy like hotel sex channel. So and then then they got rid of that channel. And then normal fucking
what the fuck is a hotel sex channel?
Well, you know that channel where like people would like you'd be like maybe able to see a titty like, through the static. Yeah, we had a box that brought that channel in.
Oh shit.
So there was this little box that sat underneath the TV that you plugged the cable into. It was like the like first iteration of a cable box. Like you'd have normal TV, and then you could turn the box on, and then you would get like HBO, Stars, and Cinemax, and then like apparently back in the day there was fucking old porn channels or whatever.
That's
so then I think I got caught somehow because I think I left it on the channel, but I turned the TV off. So like someone came home and turned the TV on, was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, bro, I've had that. I've had shit left on the computer. Motherfucker just, computer sleep. Boom, pussy, right?
Yeah, just boom. Oh,
bro,
shit.
What the fuck was you doing on the computer? How many times I tell you not to be getting bored on the computer? I know. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, I fucked up so many computers as a young buck. So many computers, bro.
Yeah. My dad spent so much money.
Probably at least fucking repaired and fixing at least like fucking 7 or 8 different computers. But bro, I don't know what happened. Why are all these computers just getting viruses like this? I'm like, I have no idea. I'm downloading Kazaa, I'm downloading music through LimeWire, all these shared file fucking websites and shit like that.
Yep.
That shit was definitely wild though. That shit was crazy.
Oh my
Crazy the
God.
amount of porn that was just like out and about at such a young age. That's crazy though.
I mean,
Your
there's so
homie
much
Kyle's
more
a
now.
fucking wild boy. Oh yeah, bro. If there's a world war that might be coming soon, if there's a nuclear holocaust, there's gonna be somebody who saves the porn. There's still gonna be porn surviving. Like porn is now like Twinkies and fucking cockroaches now. Like someone is gonna access the vault somehow of a fucking lost server somewhere of nothing but porn.
Bro, you
So
remember the South Park episode when they lost the internet? You ever see that?
no.
Oh man, it was funny. They lose internet in the world, or is it the world or just America? No, it's the world, the whole world. Everybody loses internet, and it sends motherfuckers back to like the Oregon Trail type days in South Park. So, Kyle, is it Kyle? No, Stan and them, they go out west because they hear his fucking internet out in California way, right? So they end up getting out to Cali, and this guy set up a tent, like a little booth, and it was like a porn booth. And you would go in there and be like, "Hey, what do you want to see?" And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I want to see two girls banging each other." So then a guy would fucking draw that like stick figure and be like, "Here you go." And Stan's like trying to jerk off to this, and he's like almost there, and he's like, "I just can't do it." So like,
she's not doing it for me.
That's what it's gonna be like.
She's not the right girl.
That's what it's gonna be like, bro.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say there is one computer that gets internet for like 30 seconds at a time, and like you got to sign up for it or whatever. Stan breaks into it at night, fucking types in the wildest fucking porn you can think of, and just blows a load inside the whole fucking thing, bro. He's covered in cum, everything's covered in cum, and they open the door.
I think I've seen that. It was like because he's just like there's just cum webs everywhere. Yeah, I remember that episode. I don't remember exactly that episode. I can't recall the episode, but I remember that scene of him just sitting in the computer chair and there's just webs everywhere. South Park was the best, man.
Oh my god, it was the best. Fucking great show. Shout out to them.
Yeah, you ever go to like one of those fucking like? I mean, granted, this is like of the time of like we grew up in the time of fucking computers and shit, so I wouldn't expect your answer to not be like no. But you ever go to like one of those fucking like no name video shops, like no window video shops? Like it would be like it's just a fucking brick building with no windows, and it would just be like XXX. And it would just be one of those buildings where like you would buy videos and toys and shit like that.
Not a building like that, but I've been to a sex toy store. It's on the Jersey Turnpike, middle of nowhere on the Jersey Turnpike. If you're heading north, yeah.
Like this, like back in the day, or is this like probably in your 20s?
It was in my 20s. Yeah.
Early 20s? Are we talking like mids?
Early 20s. Because the only reason I was down there, I was dating some fucking John down there. And it was me and her family. Me, her mom, her sister's boyfriend.
The sex shop?
Yes, all the sex shop. Said, "Oh, let's go in there." Mom said, "Say less." Boom, pulled into that joint.
I think the DC something that I could use with your father.
I'm looking around. I'm like, "Oh, this shit crazy." Only time I ever been in one sex store. That shit was wild. And then we buy some shit. And then we have a competition, and it was cool. It was a good time. It was all right. Never again.
Nothing like crazy went on. No like fucking dude behind the counter trying to invite you to a little backroom glory hole action.
Nah, he could probably tell that I was uncomfortable being in that joint because I wasn't the nigga. I was probably the only one like, "Nah, I'm cool." But everybody else was like, "Let's go." So
yeah, the only thing I've been in like that's been like that was like Condom Kingdom on South Street, and that was like
I've been in that
when
joint.
I was like 19 or 20 years old.
I've been.
And then I think for one of my birthdays, a girl made me a dick cake.
That's fire.
Yeah, there was like crabs and shit all over it, and yeah, there was a bunch of weird shit all over it. So, but it was cool. It was a nice gesture. It It was a homemade cake, I guess. That was-
Yes. The fuck?
Jim ate some of it.
Oh, I bet he did.
Jim ate my dick cake.
Oh man. Good on Jim. Good on Jim. I was just talking about Jim today at work.
What? In what context?
Uh,
Just your homie that's having a kid soon, or
yeah, homie having a kid soon,
that does
and
wild shit?
I'm like, this kid could be spawn of Satan. I was like, I just feel like it's probably gonna be a dark, rainy day. I don't know. This kid could be a menace.
Definitely could be a menace, but usually I don't know. There's a lot of people that say that like the firstborn son is like the male version of his mother, which is still a problem. So-
Yeah,
he'll be smart, but he'll still be a fucking problem.
yeah. That's what I was telling him. I was like, that's gonna be
Because
wild.
Christina was definitely a savage as a younger buck. So we'll see how that. I told him, man, I'm like, yo, you better make a little fucking bond fund for this little criminal.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna be out here doing crazy shit. But who knows? In today's world, it's completely different now. You can't get away with shit
Right,
nowadays.
what if his boy wants to be a girl?
Huh?
So what if his boy wants to be a girl?
That might be fucking. I don't think he'll be living with them.
My man.
I have a feeling that that household is not
I respect
LB
that. Hell
friendlies.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Possibly. Who knows? I don't know. So,
This
but I
nigga-
digress.
This nigga Kirkland is a fucking bum. We just need one out, cuz. You out here.
Is this game almost over?
Now we at the top of the
We're still
seventh.
up.
Top of the seventh. Yeah, 5-2.
Yeah, bottom of the seventh right now.
Bottom seven. I never know what
5-2.
that fucking trying. My nigga, you throw one more motherfucking ball. This game gonna get a little crazy now.
What's the bases looking like?
Guy on first, guy on third. 2 outs. Three
Who's
balls,
up?
0 strikes.
Arizona's up, right?
Yeah, Arizona up.
Yeah. We don't
Strike
want none of
one.
that. We don't want that. But I did have. I had Phillies winning it on Game 6 of this
That's
series.
what my coworker had, but I don't know. I'm glad we got 5 runs. That made me feel better, bro. Why'd you walk this nigga? Was that an intentional walk? What are we doing right now? What the
Base
fuck
is
are we
loaded
doing?
now.
I know, what
Not
are we
good.
doing? I know. What are we
But-
doing, bro? Rob Thompson don't look
All right,
happy
we got-
either. That don't look intentional. That didn't look
We
intentional.
got a little bit of time, so here we gotta stay a little bit on task, y'all.
I'm on task, man, but go Phils.
Yeah, go Phils.
That's why I don't like fucking Asian pitchers, man. Ain't none of them ever been good. I swear to God.
I have a
Actually-
homie at work that just be trying to set people up. Like
Like-
just tries to get like sexual harassment charges on people.
Oh,
Not like, and not intent. He like tries to get these kids to ask dumbass questions that would be interpreted as sexual harassment. So, but he does it. It's like he does these. Like he just told me about this one joke, bro. That so they all like kind of sit like together, all the advisors or whatever.
mhm.
So, and for a while he'd be like holding in farts, but he would wait till this one fucking like valet bull would
Mhm.
come by. He sits right next to this girl, right?
Right.
So anytime this dude would come by, he would rip ass. But like he would do it quietly. So that way
Okay.
anytime he came around, she'd be like, "You fucking smell that?"
And he'd be like, no.
He'd be like, "No, I don't know."
Just fucking
Or you'd be like,
gaslighting.
"Bro, that fucking stinks, bro. I don't that's fucking what is that? Who did that?" And then he would be like, "I think it was that guy." So like he would just completely like bubble guts fucking wait for this bull to come around all day. Just for any time he came around to rip a hard fart and just be like, ugh. So anytime she'd be like, "Bro, that dude fucking stinks."
Jesus
Just gaslighting
Christ.
the shit out of him, right? So I
Mhm.
came in one day. I was putting like keys into our key machine, right? And I just overhear him. He's just like, "Yo, just go ask them." There's 2 girls talking down at the other end. They're both workers, right? So I'm like, "What are you trying to get this fucking poor Mexican kid to do?" He's like, "Yo, I'm trying to get him to go down there and ask him if they've ever been sitting in a chair and farted, and it comes out the front. Like you've had that happen. You've been sitting in a chair and fucking fart bubble squeaks out past your balls.
No,
You've never had that.
no.
What?
What?
No,
I've never felt fart on my balls.
You've never been sitting down and felt fart fucking coming past you.
He gotta sit him down. Sit him down, bro. This nigga just walked.
Doesn't sound good.
He just walked the running. Base is still loaded. This nigga, bro, he just walked this nigga 4-1. Come on, man. He got
no bueno. How many outs?
2 outs.
All right. Well, we need one more out. One run could be allowed.
But if he starts with this batter, we can't take him out. So if he walks another nigga, it's 5-4.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I mean, if the bull hits a home run, it's 6-5. So,
bro, or
7-5.
Vicious over, man. If I'm a bad teammate. I'm a toxic teammate.
Well, either way. So then I throw my 2 cents in. I'm like, oh, well, go over there and ask them if they've had one ever trapped in, like, if they've ever farted and then it went into, like, the other opening. And then we end up starting that conversation of bullshitting around. But like, I don't think it could fly on in there. And I was like, I don't know. So I'm sure that some chicks they don't have tight seals. It's not like they have gaskets on them, Johns. Sure, one could fucking slip in there. Just computing?
No.
It's probably because you've never had a fart. I think you need to try. Sit in that chair straight up and then try and fart.
I don't think y'all understand how
and
a vagina
lean
works.
Back a little bit. Well, obviously, it was a joke. So I was trying to get the Mexican kid to go over there and ask a chick if she's ever farted in a chair and then the fart bubble slipped into her vagina. Obviously, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
As a hypothetical.
Can I just work at your job for a day? Just a day.
It would be fun.
Oh my god!
It would be wild.
You're right. My lawyer would.
But it is completely different on one side of the building as it is the other. Like if you work in the service side of the building, it's completely like fucking. It's the Wild West of crazy. If you work on the other side, it's it's everybody with white shirts and tight belts. So.
Oh no! Put me on the side that's gonna get me a check. Put me on the side that's gonna get niggas fired and get me a check.
Well, I mean, you can always start as a car wash.
Does that put me in a toxic environment right off rip? That put me in that side of the building.
You probably have to slide in. You probably get a quick joke. It's heated. You get a heated car wash area.
Oh, it's indoors?
Yeah, the car wash is inside.
How much they make?
18 something an hour.
Oh, it's part-time?
Yeah, you can start part-time.
Sign me the fuck up, bro.
You can come on over. We need morning people.
I ain't really trying to work a morning.
We got a bunch of afternoon people. You can still come in the afternoon.
Could work morning. What's your mornings like? Can I work like 6 to 10?
Possibly.
Or 6 to 9? Like, what's part-time? Are y'all open at 6?
7:30.
You're killing it, nigga.
Yeah, so 7:30 probably to 12.
What's afternoon shift? Can I work like 3 to whatever?
Probably 1 to 6.
But
you could probably come in 2 or 3 to 6 or something.
3 to 6. I'm
or...
saving y'all niggas money. I'm busting down a car or 2. It's part time. What y'all niggas want from me? I'm just
there. You go.
To get a
then you can just wear a body cam.
Fuck up. I have my fucking. You got to do it in person.
You got to go sign. Yeah, you got to fill out an application.
In person?
Yeah, in person.
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, it's only a quick ride out to Westchester.
It's only fucking 2024, damn near. God for fucking bid.
Well, yeah, but we're living in the stone. We're throwing dildos around. What do you think we're just letting everybody to this kind of show?
I guess. Bro, I think
This is an in-person application kind of place.
Yeah, I guess you want to make sure people are dedicated.
Yeah, you're gonna be asking with the front door, be like, hey, you
Oh,
might see some
fuck that
donuts fly
joint.
around.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna switch over to the Patreon. I am gonna edit in the name of this one in a minute here. So, thank you everybody for listening. We will be over on the Patcheroonie. So shout out to the Patreon. For a quick $1, you can also hear some wild and crazy stories. Even though this episode was pretty wild and crazy, and it was a pretty good one. So, yeah, we're gonna shoot over to the Patreon. Join the Patcheroonie. It would help us, so that way we can start paying for our studio and then also our new equipment once we have equipment.
Upgrade.
So we can upgrade the equipment so that we have better audio and then possibly actually have somebody who understands how to record stuff, and that way it would sound better. And yeah. So, all right. Well, we will check you all out next week. Thank you for listening. Peace out.
This is Free Palestine. Go Phillies.
All right, so we're still live on YouTube because I need to change the name.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say some shit, but I guess that wouldn't be YouTube appropriate. But
If it changes, all right, people, we'll be on Patreon. Goodbye. Go Phils.
Go Phils. Free Palestine.